Hi, good morning everyone. Today's Saturday morning, March 20th. I am in front of Oyster Bay High School this morning in the village of Oyster Bay. And let me just take a look to see if everything's working. Okay, so today I'm just gonna walk around East Main Street in Oyster Bay. So over here we have Oyster Bay High School. This is home of the Bayman. So I am on East Main Street. I'm gonna be walking west towards the business district. I'm not sure why my chat is not working. Let me take a look. Oh, hi. Hi, Bobo. Hi. How you doing? I'm just testing out the live function today. 我哋而家喺Oyster Bay of Main Street. All right. So I'm here in Oyster Bay today because this Chinese school this morning. 我哋今朝早咧，我哋啲小朋友要返中文學校啊，所以我哋嚟咗依間 Oyster Bay High School。So this is a pretty small town. It's not much people around here. So there are people, a lot of joggers here. Out here's a bunch of cyclists. So this is what people do in the suburbs during weekends. They meet up and they ride their bikes around town. And there's people jogging in the morning. So over here at the corner is the Oyster Bay Public Library. Generally, libraries are a lot bigger than this. This looks like a house that's converted into a library. It looks pretty small compared to other libraries that we have. So these are some nice houses here in Oyster Bay. Prices out here aren't too expensive. You can still get houses, in the $800,000 range here, for this type of house. So over here we have a church. So today is Sunday morning. There may be services that's going on in the church. Yeah, there's a lot of people cycling. I'm not sure if it's lagging. I'm just checking to see if my live function works. Because I just saw the message. So I'm at the intersection of Pearl Street and East Main Street. Here's another church. Alright, so let me see. So this is the Presbyterian Church. (1983). Let's see what this says. Completed 1873 stick-style architecture, Boyhood Church of Theodore Roosevelt. 26th president, listed on National Register of Historic Places. So this area of Oyster Bay resides Franklin D. Roosevelt. So, you know, one of his home is at Sycamore Hills, which is not too far away from here. One of our presidents of the United States. So across the street here, we'll see some, we'll see another church and a parish. So here's the First Presbyterian Church. Thanks, Bobo. Bye. Sunday worship at 10 a.m. There's more cyclists. Life Enrichment Center at Oyster Bay. So this looks like is the Oyster Bay parking field. And over here is the beginning of the business district. So over here we have a CPA store, a CPA accountant, attic door furniture, East Main Street Ale House, Umberto's Pizzeria. Here's a foot spa. What's cooking? A culinary party place for kids. So there's a place where kids could have party and cook at the same time. Over here, this is the fire company #1. This is the fire station for Oyster Bay. So I'm still on East Main Street, heading west. Oh, today's a nice day. Look at, not a cloud in the sky here. Hi Keith, hi, how you doing? Smith Optical. So I'm at Oyster Bay today. Oyster Bay, New York, the village of Oyster Bay. President of Franklin D. Roosevelt. So we have an optical place, jewelers, frame shop. So you see that, the typical style of a small town consists of a business for everything that you need. So there's a frame shop. Oh, here's more cyclists. So you see that, in a small town, there's always a police station, a fire station, a church, and a store of every kind. A barber shop, optical, jewelers, pizza place, diners, Chinese restaurant. Here's the hardware store, Norman's Hardware, 1910. So this is the place where you buy everything that you need to fix up your house. Wild honey at the corner. I like this nice architecture here. It's very traditional. And over here is Carvel. So now I'm at the intersection of East Main Street and South Street. So the jewelry gallery, there's gonna be a new Japanese restaurant that's opening up here. So I'm gonna continue to walk down East Main Street, heading west. Just waiting for my light. Here's a American fire hydrant. Alright. There's a pretty long light. I'm still waiting for this light. So it is Sunday morning, so majority stores are closed. Alright, I am going to run across the street. Oh, you can run over. Alright. So here's a barber shop that's not open yet. Some of these stores are closed on Sundays because no one come, out on Sundays to these type of towns. And if they are open, they don't open until, until 12 p.m. or until after 12 p.m. So here's a dancing school over here. That's a place for chocolate. Here's Theodore's bookstore. I'm gonna continue walking.
It's a new day.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
Hey.
Feeling like I'm feeling?
Alright, so here's a burger place, wine line. Yeah, so there were a bunch of people just sitting out, getting drunk in the morning. So we have Oyster Bay Brewing Company. So one of the reasons why it's called Oyster Bay is because back in the days, this area, do harvest a lot of oysters at Oyster Bay. And it's very famous for its fresh oysters here. Every year there's an oyster festival that I've been to in the past few years. So over here is the village town hall.
I stepped on the shit, man.
So this the town of Oyster Bay Town Hall. Wall of Fortune, expert tattoos. There's a small deli here. Alright, so let's continue walking west. So the business district is it's only a few blocks. If I continue walking down west towards, on East Main Street, I'm gonna hit the Oyster Bay Long Island Railroad stop, and also the harbor. So during the summertime, on weekends, this place is do get crowded. So right now, it's kind of off season. During the winter time, there's really no oyster to be harvested. So there's really no reason for people to come out here, unless we live around here. Alright, so I'm gonna cross the street. And I want to take a look. So what I'm gonna walk down another block. And then head back. Oh. I wonder what this building is. So these are two family houses. So I'm at the corner of Maxwell Avenue and Main Street. So I have been to this place over here at the corner, Bonanza's. They sell ice creams and hot dogs and chili dogs during the summertime. And they are pretty famous for its Italian ice. I have had it numerous times before. When there's the oyster festival over here. So I will walk down another block and I'll show you where they usually hold a festival. Let's go down another block. Oh, here's more cyclists. Oh, they're pretty fast. Okay, so over here is the Oyster Bay Long Island Railroad Station. This is the main stop of the Oyster Bay line. And over here is the site of the Oyster Bay Festival during the summertime. This looks like the schoolyard for Oyster Bay High School. So this is the football field. You'll see that they have the poles, the stand for people to watch the games. So I'm gonna cross the street and then head back the other way. Oh, it's pretty. I think those are the crows. Oh, that's the crow calling. Ah. Alright. So now I'm heading back east on Main Street. So here's another look at the corner of Bonanza. Oh, so this is the post office. So all the mail trucks are parked out here. Alright, so I'm gonna cross the street. Here's a fire hydrant. 1952. Alright. So this is the Oyster Bay Post Office. Let's take a look. So here's the mailbox. See that? There's no handle. You just have to mail into the box to prevent people from stealing mail. So this is the town hall. Oyster Babies Early Childhood Center. I'm guessing this is the preschool, pre-K. So this is the town hall in the back. Town of Oyster Bay. Let me continue walking here. So this is actually my first time taking a closer look at the town hall. So that's Theodore Roosevelt. That's the citizen of Oyster Bay, President of the United States, 1858 to 1919. The way to be good citizen of this nation is to be good citizens of Oyster Bay. So this is at the intersection of Shore Avenue and Audrey Avenue. Oh, someone set the balloons loose. End of an era. The hamlet changed drastically and quickly in the early 20th century, but things began to slow after Theodore Roosevelt's presidency came to an end in 1909. His impact, however, will continue to shape Oyster Bay for years to come, even after his passing. $250 fine if you don't clean up your dogs. Oh, here's the balloon flying. So it's a historic Oyster Bay. This is the map of where we are. So we were walking over here. We started from here and we walked all the way to the train station, walking back towards East Main Street. So South Street divides the street into East Main Street and Shore Avenue. So one day we will, I'll stop by over here, Sagamore Hill National Historic Site. This is where Franklin's Theodore Roosevelt's property is located. You know, which is a good, you know, maybe 10-minute drive from where we are right now. It's Sunday morning. Not too many people on the streets. Over here we passed by the Fortune of War, I believe. Oh, here's more cyclists. I think the Fortune of War is a tattoo parlor. So over here, that building is the Oyster Bay Water District. So you see that in this town, all the business, all the government buildings are within these 2 blocks. So there's the water district, the post office, the town hall, town clerk licenses and permits, receiver of taxes, the town attorney, the town board, town clerk, planning and development, over here, here's another post office. I mean, another uh, mailbox. So you see that there's two different mailboxes. There's one that says US Mail Relay Mail, that's green, and the one that's in blue. The one that's in green is where they store the mails in this area to be delivered. So the mailman will come in the morning, open this up, take out the mail and start delivering. And over here is where people would mail out their letters. So it's called a West Mall. Now you see that many towns still have a bookstore. This one's called Theodore Books. But bookstores is like a dying business. People don't buy books anymore. Everyone's either buy on Amazon or don't read anymore. So here's over here, it's gone dancing. So this is looks like a place where you learn how to dance. A lot of trophies here. Power of dance. Right. Long Island picture frame and art gallery of Oyster Bay. So that's how Oyster Bay used to look like. Here's a tow truck. Oh, that's this building here. The picture that you just saw is this picture, is this building here. Alright. So right now I'm at the intersection of South Street, East Main Street, and then this is Audrey Avenue. I'm gonna walk down 1 block from here and then come back. So there's a Tesla parked on the street. Across the street over there is Happy Gardens, a Chinese takeout restaurant. Oyster Bay Property Management. If you hear that, those are the church bells. Cafe Al Dente, established 1988. Oh, more cyclists. I wonder if they're the same group of people.
Army, you with us? He's not talking.
Here's another frame shop. Norman's Hardware. Nordman Hardware. Firewood. So I am heading east. That's the reason why the screen's a little bit dark, because the sun is right at my eye. I wonder what the store is. Nettel Pearl. So here's the public library again. Garbage can. There's some nice pretty flowers. Wilson House, 1752. That's an old house. So the church is open right now for service. People are going in. Right. Christ as Episcopal Church. So Theodore Roosevelt grew up attending this Dutch church. Christchurch dates its founding to 1705. Church built in 1878. Original wood structure. 1925 it was expanded and encased in stone. Small plague, and American flag marked the Roosevelt family pew. Over here is the little library again. It looks kind of small. Oyster Bay, East Norwich. So East Norwich is south of Oyster Bay. Let's see. So library opens at 1 p.m. today. Library book return. So I'm still on East Main Street right now. So here are more cyclists. Wow, look at that. Alright, so I guess that truck is kinda in a hurry. Wow, this house needs some repair work. So if you see down there, 2 blocks away, that is Oyster Bay. You see the river? I'll try to see if I can zoom in. Okay everyone, so I'm gonna end my stream over here.